Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down.
This one into the hands of Burton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
No. 58. 56. Yeah. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
To throw is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He may try and run. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 3-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
46. 47. Check 13. We're going to 53. 26.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now Jones, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Elliott. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. They'll run with Elliott. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10.
Here we go. He's coming. We got double up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 49-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Cowboys nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Check.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go. We're going to 54. Right here. 58. Come on. Oh, here we go. Oh.
To throw is Prescott. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The 17-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got Burton here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Finding Gabriel complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
56.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
54 Mike. Man, let's get that ball.
From the 38, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got Evans. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers throwing again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Adam Shaheen as time expires in the first half. As the Bears push further out in front. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, they frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
After the penalty, it's Jones. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 39 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here.
There he goes, left side. 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the night. As the Bears push further out in front.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On third down, it's Prescott. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, it's Elliott, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Back to throw, Rodgers. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Look at the 8. 56. Hey, Mike. Watch twist.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad in pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce,